John Carpenter started a slasher revolution in 1978 with the box office success of his seminal film Halloween. Paramount Pictures took the revolution to the next level in 1980 when it released Friday the 13th on thousands of screens, something that low-rent films seldom experience. The result? Major and minor studios scrambled to market the next great horror film event by flipping through the calendars to find a holiday to exploit. And in late 1980, Paramount greenlit the Canadian-produced My Bloody Valentine on the stipulation that the filmmakers deliver an R-rated film in time for the holiday.
In this town on Valentine's Day, everybody loses their heart.
Roses are red, violets are blue. One is dead, and so are you.
They made the deadline, but numerous cuts to the graphic violence had to be made before the film could secure an R rating in time for its release date.
What's going on over in Valentine Bluffs? It looks like Harry Warden's back in town.
It happened once. It happened twice. Cancel the dance or it'll happen twice.
Sit back with a beverage and a snack as we take an in-depth cultural and critical look at one of the most successful post-Halloween slashers, My Bloody Valentine.
There are many ways to die. Take your pick. My Bloody Valentine.
Want to watch KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collections right now? Ooh, KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collections is on. Kick ass! Alright, KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collection is back. Yeah, hello. Yeehaw! KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collections is back? Well, hot damn! Oh, KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collections is finally back. I'm so excited. KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collections is back!
Tonight's special message is to all those out there with a love of horror movies. This is the sounds of the slasher. All songs performed by Harry Warden himself. Just listen to the ballad of Harry Warden from My Bloody Valentine.
A legend they say on Valentine's Day is a curse that'll live on and on. And no one will know as the years come and go, or the horror from long time ago.
Or his rendition of Are You Ready for Freddy by the Fat Boys.
Even if a dream's dream warriors fail, Mr. Big Time Freddy Krueger prevails.
And who can forget the hairband classic by Docket, Dream Warriors.
We're the Dream Warriors!
Just use your Jive credit card and you can order this music collection for 2 easy payments of $19.95. But if you order now, we'll include this special bonus song performed by a creepy doll. Actually, never mind credit cards. Feel free to send cash to the Trash TV studios.
I'm Chaz KLIMCZAK, and you're watching KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collection. This episode, we're going to take a close look at the 1981 slasher classic, My Bloody Valentine. My first experience with My Bloody Valentine was at a closed cinema at an indoor mall. Through the chains, I could see the poster and showtimes for My Bloody Valentine. The poster gave my 10-year-old self shivers. Slashers were still young, exciting, and foreboding to kids in the early 80s. The idea that the scariest monsters were now the men among us revolutionized the way we processed fictionalized terror. Let's take a close look at this gritty little Canadian slasher, My Bloody Valentine. My Bloody Valentine is only a canonical giant because of the virtue of its title bearing a pop culture holiday and its early release in the post-Halloween slasher cycle. The story is so basic that they couldn't even squeeze a single turd of a sequel from it. MBV is by the numbers, following all of the established genre rules, beginning with the prior tragedy plot building kit.
This town is accursed. It started 20 years ago. It was the night of the Valentine's Day dance at the Union Hall. The biggest event of the year. It had been a tradition for over 100 years. Everybody was there except for 7 miners who were out at the Henniger mine.
My Bloody Valentine resembles Friday the 13th in a lot of ways, and while those ways are mostly subtle, it's obvious that some of the characters are modeled after some of our beloved favorite characters from that other film.
Kids, I'll show them. Piss on Harry Warren, will they? Well, I'll give them a scare they'll never forget.
Aesthetically, they tried. The characters are dynamic and dimensional, and there are some genuine human interest conflicts, and some complete character arcs that contain plausible, if not extraordinary, twists. But we're not going to spoil anything with this review.
Hi, guy. Oh, come on, you clown!
The creepy setting of the mine allows a great costume for our villain, and that costume allows for some creepy sounds. The setting also affords academics the opportunity to get academic about the cultural value of this film, which, after all, is the entire purpose of my show. There's some great subtext here about depressed economies, and the curse of not being privileged, and the curse of being privileged, and the likelihood that generations of poverty and generations of power will maintain themselves.
I don't think he likes being back in the mine very much.
Well, that's too bad. Nobody told him to go out to the West Coast. It's not my fault he couldn't make it on his own. But now that he's back here, he's my son and he's working in the mine.
You guys better put those things back where you found them, or I'll turn you both upside down, especially you.
This is my date, Chief.
Interestingly, the amount of times couples wander off to fornicate in the strangest of places makes one wonder about the socio-economic structure and circumstances of this little town. Do all of these kids still live at home with their parents? Is it because they are religious or poor? Why aren't they married yet? Can they not afford to get married? Is this why they all end up hanging out in a junkyard at night?
When the hell you were coming back? I ain't gonna back off for you, TJ. You stay the hell away from Sarah.
All right. You want to fight, then you got it.
Without spoiling anything major for viewers who have not yet seen the film, I'll tell you why there needs to be a sequel. This very upset-looking Han Solo type dude here survives the film. As you can see, he's been through a lot. His girlfriend's been killed, and he's taking it terribly. He's clearly more sensitive than the average horror film character. I want to know what happened to him. I think we all deserve to know. And that's the sequel I want to see. What kind of life did this poor guy end up with? You see, I guess that one thing that sets My Bloody Valentine apart from the other slasher films is this: depth of character. So in the end, I'd say this film is at least worth 3 out of 5 slashes on the slasher scale. Valentine was released to cinemas in the United States and Canada on the weekend of February 11th, 1981, to moderate box office success. Heavily censored by the MPAA at the time, some of that missing footage was reinstated on a special edition DVD released from Lionsgate in 2009. Believe me, this is the version you want to see. Thanks for watching, creeps. Make sure you like TrashTVStreaming.com on Facebook. Keep your eyes peeled for our website coming soon. And tell a horror buddy about KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collection. Happy Valentine's Day, creeps. Here we are, high atop Hoffman Boulevard in Ashland, Pennsylvania at the ground floor East Coast Studios. Light for the set. Here. KLIMCZAK'S Killer Collection Season 2, Episode 36, My Bloody Valentine. Intros and outros, all takes. Yep, this is why not much is getting done right now, because Lucy's coming in to inspect the set. It looks like from where I sit. Do 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 do.